Buenas noches. El terror será la característica de este viernes, sábado y domingo. 3 días de furia total de los Estados Unidos y de Israel atacando a todo lo que es movible en Irán. Personas, lanzaderas de misiles, barcos, aviones. Se viene una respuesta realmente muy violenta por parte de los Estados Unidos a 2 acontecimientos que han ocurrido hoy. Irán abatió un avión norteamericano, atacó a un petrolero norteamericano, y por parte de Israel atacó el aeropuerto Ben Gurión. En consecuencia, en instantes les voy a colocar para que ustedes lo sigan las declaraciones del presidente de los Estados Unidos y del secretario de Guerra de los Estados Unidos, Peter Hegseth, acompañado del almirante que conduce el comando centro de la estructura del Pentágono, es decir, quien comanda los portaaviones, los destroyers y la inmensa cantidad de aviones que se preparan a atacar en la próxima madrugada y los próximos 3 días a todo el territorio iraní con furia épica, como ha reiterado hoy el secretario de Guerra, que ha dicho que va a decuplicar las fuerzas sobre el terreno y que van a recibir con honores a los muertos por la patria en la lucha contra el terrorismo internacional que está representado para las autoridades norteamericanas en la estructura de la República Islámica de Irán. Y Donald Trump también ha hecho una declaración furibunda. Los invita a todos los diplomáticos iraníes en el mundo a desertar, a pedir asilo en los países donde estén y a prepararse para tomar el gobierno luego de que quede devastado Irán, luego de que quede destruida absolutamente la estructura de defensa y la cúpula religiosa, militar y política del país persa. Estamos entonces en acontecimientos que no podía dejar de informarles a ustedes porque son acontecimientos muy violentos que van a traer además consecuencias económicas, porque abrir, como desea el presidente de los Estados Unidos, como quiere China, como quiere Rusia y como quiere Europa, el estrecho de Hormuz, puede ser una tarea muy difícil. Habría que masacrar absolutamente a toda la base de la Guardia Revolucionaria iraní que está ubicada en el borde de ese país sobre el estrecho de Hormuz, y habría que acabar con la totalidad de las lanchas rápidas, blindadas y artilladas con que está atacando a los navíos en este día y en los días precedentes la Guardia Revolucionaria iraní. Yo les pido que escuchen con mucha atención lo que dice el presidente de los Estados Unidos y que lo que dice el secretario de Guerra y el almirante que está a cargo de las operaciones, y van a tener una clara idea de lo que se nos viene encima. ¿Por qué digo se nos viene encima? Porque el mundo va a sufrir mucho las consecuencias de este conflicto en la medida que se extienda y siga habiendo un estrangulamiento del aprovisionamiento de petróleo y gas licuado. Están frenados los barcos que llevan el 21% del petróleo crudo del mundo y el 23% del gas natural licuado del mundo. Y eso no lo pueden permitir las superpotencias. Necesitan esa sangre negra que entra en las venas del aparato productivo de todos los países. Y quien más lo necesita es la República Popular China. Por eso estamos viendo que no hay ninguna acción de apoyo de China a Irán, porque Irán está perjudicando también los intereses de China al cerrar el estrecho de Hormuz. Vienen días muy difíciles donde la economía mundial va a sufrir cimbronazos inflacionarios. Hasta la próxima.
Total immunity or you'll face absolutely guaranteed death, and I don't want to see that. They don't want to see it either. We also urge Iranian diplomats around the world to request asylum and to help us shape a new and better Iran with great potential. It's a country with great potential. It's much better future for Iran. It's now beginning. It's going to be, I think, a great future. And The United States will ensure that whoever leads the country next, Iran, will not threaten America or its neighbors, Israel, anybody. If you look at what happened, they had missiles aimed at all of these other countries, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, UAE, many others, that weren't really involved very much, and they had missiles aimed. Well, they were aimed there long before this ever started. They were going after the entire Middle East, and then we came along. We blew up their party. So we have phenomenal people. I want to thank all of the people that have been involved. Marco, you've been doing a fantastic job. And you've been doing a fantastic job on a place called Cuba. Right? And A-Rod came in before. I said, hey, do you want to come up to a little award ceremony? He's gone to plenty of award ceremonies. Thank you, A-Rod. Big fan. But Cuba's amazing, and we think that we want to finish this one first, but that will be just a question of time before you and a lot of unbelievable people are going to be going back to Cuba. Hopefully not to stay. We want you back, and we don't want to lose you. We don't want to make it so nice that they stay. But some people probably do want to stay. They love Cuba so much. I hear it all the time.
This is the kind of no-nonsense, results-driven warfighting that America demands. And you're delivering it in spades. You are the man for this moment. Admiral Cooper, on behalf of the President, the Department of War, and every American watching, I want to thank you for the outstanding job you and CENTCOM are doing. Keep pressing the fight, and we are with you all the way. A few thoughts before I hand it over to the Admiral for an update. Iran is hoping that we cannot sustain this, which is a really bad miscalculation for the IRGC in Iran. You see, there's no shortage of American will here. We remember and honor our fallen, those 6 that we will soon welcome at Dover, who gave everything for their country in this mission. We remember them. But we remember them by rededicating ourselves even more fervently to this mission. Our commitment to our mission objectives only increases as our advantages continue to increase. We've got no shortage of munitions. Our stockpiles of defensive and offensive weapons allow us to sustain this campaign as long as we need to. Again, our munition status only increases as our advantage increases. Our capabilities, we have only just begun to fight and fight decisively. Having a chance to hear from Admiral Cooper. If you think you've seen something, just wait. The amount of combat power that's still flowing, that's still coming, that we'll be able to project over Iran is a multiples of what it currently is right now when you add up our capabilities and those of the Israeli Defense Forces. Shortage of authorities. The Admiral knows we have clear objectives with maximum authorities on the battlefield. The dumb, politically correct wars of the past were the opposite of what we're doing here. They had vague objectives with restrictive, minimalist rules of engagement. No more. Our authorities, his authorities, CENTCOM's authorities through the President and myself are maxed out. Our capabilities are overwhelming and gathering still, as are those of our Israeli partners. Our munitions are full up, and our will is ironclad.
Fighting headquarters. It's great to be here alongside the Secretary and representing the more than 50,000 men and women in uniform currently executing Operation Epic Fury. So, Mr. Secretary, first, thank you very much for your leadership and support and the very clear vision and objectives that you've given us to allow us to use overwhelming force against the Iranian terrorist regime. And thanks to all of you for attending today, and welcome to Tampa. We are now starting our 6th day of a historic mission to eliminate Iran's ability to threaten Americans. We are, if I could channel my inner Navy officer, we are at full speed ahead in executing orders given by leadership in Washington. The President and Secretary Hegseth have been crystal clear in their expectations, and we are at a high level of execution. As described by the Secretary and earlier this week by me, U.S. combat power is building as Iranian combat power declines. Our air dominance allows us to hit Iran's center of gravity with overwhelming power and reach. A couple of examples. In just the last 72 hours, America's bomber force has struck nearly 200 targets deep inside of Iran, including around Tehran. And in just the last hour, U.S. B-2 bombers dropped dozens of 2,000-pound penetrator bombs targeting deeply buried ballistic missile launchers. Notably, we've also struck Iran's equivalent of Space Command, which degrades their ability to threaten Americans. Then, if I just look back over the last 24 hours of the operation compared to where we were at start, ballistic missile attacks have decreased by 90% since day one. Drone attacks have decreased by 83% since day one. Having said this, we remain vigilant. Our strikes against the Iranian Navy have intensified. You may have heard the president say just a little while ago that we have sunk or destroyed 24 ships. That was true at the moment. We're now up over 30 ships. And in just the last few hours, we hit an Iranian drone carrier ship, roughly the size of a World War II aircraft carrier. And as we speak, it's on fire. The president gave us another task: to raise or level Iran's ballistic missile industrial base. So we're not just hitting what they have, we're destroying their ability to rebuild. And so as we transition to the next phase of this operation, we will systemically dismantle Iran's missile production capability for the future, and that's absolutely in progress. This is going to take some time, but our forces are well supplied, as the secretary said, and we are absolutely ready to prosecute this mission decisively. Our combined joint forces have relentlessly destroyed Iran's air defenses over the past few days, and they've continued hunting for more systems to kill. Our air defenders are operating at the very top of their game. I couldn't be prouder, shoulder to shoulder with our partners in the region, in many cases, providing the most integrated air defense network in Middle East history.